Dude, I just pulled the all-nighter. It's time. The best video in the world. I'm gonna talk about how I got Etalus from gold into platinum. This is my first character that I got into platinum. It was a roller coaster. First of all, if you've never heard of this game, it's called Rivals of Ether 2. It's like Super Smash Brothers, except it's better because it's made for competitive play. So it's really smooth to play. Hella hard, but very, very fun. Very rewarding. Anyways, my elo on the afternoon of day 1 is 893. Not off to a great start, but that's probably just because I got done playing some other characters, bringing them to gold, so I just had to get used to Etalus' style again. So a couple things right off the bat. 1, platinum is at 1100 elo. I start at gold, low gold, 900 elo. And Etalus is an ice bear that can lay ice on the ground, and when you down special and your opponent is on the ice, they get trapped in an iceberg. An iceberg? An ice block. They get trapped in ice. And when you do have ice on the ground, your movement speed is faster. But anyways, day 1 afternoon, not great. On the evening of day 1, I was losing to Mommy Ariel, but I turned that game around because I cannot lose to Mommy Ariel. I will not allow it to happen. So I ended day 1 with an elo of 912. On the afternoon of day 2, I matched up against Nendez, my boy. Him and I always have good games whenever we play each other. And apparently he's platinum. So that made me feel kind of good that I can go toe to toe with him and he's platinum. I barely won the first game, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. He was going to switch to Clarin. And yeah, we all know how that went. On the night of day 3, I played against Afro, and I just did not know how to handle his game. He is a very solid player that really heavily relies on cloud pop confirms into smash attacks, but he knew what he was doing. His bait and punish game was great. Like, I just got outplayed. I got outclassed. Did he play in a somewhat annoying play style? Maybe, but was he the better player? Absolutely. So on day 3, my last session of day 3, in my notes, I put, I got absolutely fried by that guy. Holy moly. Also, my accent slipped out there. That was kind of funny. Yeah, that guy who I got fried by, his name was Mafe. Not Mafe. That's not Mafe. His name was Jokerino. And Jokerino is one of the best players in Brazil. He takes sets off of some of the best players in Brazil. He is insane, and I had no chance. My elo at the end of day 3 was 915. On the afternoon of day 4, I was playing with bad internet, but I still played pretty well. On the night of day 4, basically all the stocks that I took were clips, but this one was probably the best one. On the night of day 4, basically all the stocks that I took were clips because the guy was a lot worse than me, which is just kind of how it goes when you play ranked in Brazil. But I'd say out of all the clips that I got, this one's probably the best one. Very late night on day 4, it's like 2 a.m. and I somehow found somebody on ranked, and it was a very close game. The first game, I just destroyed him, and in the second game, he destroyed me. And then it went to last stock on the third game, and this is what happened. And it's funny because I think he was the better player. I just got better stages. Because I won that first game, I was able to counterpick, I was able to have a counter pick, and I think that's what won me the match. My elo is 964. My highest elo with Etalus ever. On the afternoon of day 5, my ping was just really not having a good time. So I don't know how I'm supposed to win when my ping jumps up to 1,000. What am I supposed to do there? On the evening of day 5, I got destroyed by a Platinum Rano, and there are levels. There are levels. On the night of day 5, I played against Vivi, and that was super fun. It's always fun playing against Vivi. Like, the Etalus matchup is super fun. There's always ice on the ground. Your movement's super slick. It's just a good time. It's just a good time playing on the Etalus Ditto. So I did that for an hour, and that was great. So, you know, if you're looking for a good time, just buy this game, play Etalus, and do Etalus Dittos with your friends. It'll be great. But anyways, here's some clips from those games, and I ended the session with an elo of 947. I finished day 5 beating 2 people who were a lot worse than me. I ended with an elo of 958. On the morning of day 6, I started my Brazilian training arc, and I played against Vinlam, and I lost against him like 17 times in a row. Yeah, that was brutal. That guy's very, very good. So hopefully that helped. I don't know. I mean, losing a bunch normally helps because theoretically you get closer and closer to winning. But my elo is the highest that it's ever been with Etalus, so perhaps it's helping. So I ended that session with an elo of 975. In the afternoon of day 6, I lost to Depease twice, who's actually a very, very good Clarion player. Like, that matchup is not very good for Etalus, but nonetheless, that player is incredibly good. He managed to beat a winner of a stacked tournament for an upcoming video. You'll see what I'm talking about. But he managed to win a game off of Mafe, one of the best players in Brazil. So, really, really talented player. When I say game, I mean like best of 5. So, again, super impressive guy. I definitely deserved to lose to Depease, but it was a good time playing with him. On the night of day 6, I was practicing playing doubles with Pocantonio, Shavu, and Vinum, and it was fun, but they were way better than me. I was way out of my depth. But, I mean, it was still fun. I think I lost every single doubles game, so I just felt bad for my partners, but whatever. They were just having fun, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyways, after that, I hopped onto rank, played against 1,000 rated locks, and I lost, unfortunately. And this was the point in the journey. The point in the journey where I'm like, okay, let's calculate how long it'll take. And I calculated that it would take me 24 days to reach platinum at this rate. And at the goal, my goal at the beginning of this was to get to platinum in 30 days. Because if I can get Etalus to platinum in 30 days, then I can get 2 more characters to platinum in 15 days, and then 3 more characters to platinum in 10 days, and that would make up the 90-day season. That's my goal. Will that happen? I don't know, but that's kind of what the goal was going into this. To finish off day 6, I played against Mirtus, again one of the best players in Brazil, and I lost 14 times in a row. And this guy, I have never played against somebody as punishing as Mirtus, because I get off stage once against him, and my stock is basically over. So I really learned like how to recover with Etalus, is you need to be very intentional with your jump and air dodge, because once those are gone, you're kind of fucked. So you just cannot waste those resources at Etalus. Like, that situation, extremely precarious. So you gotta really have good judgment when you're recovering. On the morning of day 7, apparently the hyperbolic time chamber worked. I felt like I got a lot better overnight. So I did play against Mirtus again in the morning, and I felt like my game was more complete, like my advantage state was refined, because you need to get all the wins you can against Mirtus. Another thing I learned playing against Mirtus is that, especially against Crag, but holding center stage is so important, because if Craig grabs you at the ledge, you're done. But if Craig grabs you at center stage, perhaps you'll live. So that kind of just showed the importance of stage control in this game. I think it's something that a lot of beginners not take for granted, but don't think about as much as they should. And the morning of day 7 is when I reached my highest elo ever at 991. On the evening of day 7, I reached an elo of 997. I just needed to win one more game to hit 1,000, and that would put me over the median. So almost better than the average player here. On the night of day 7, I don't have any notes, only that I said that I am playing only to avoid studying, because I want to be a teacher. So I'm trying to take a teaching exam, or get licensed as a teacher. So hopefully that goes well. If I do get a teaching job, I will be a lot less active on here, and I won't feel bad about it at all, because take this as a PSA, I think we need to get off of our electronics and go interact with people and the community. And it's kind of ironic because I'm in Brazil right now and I'm scared to talk to people, but you know, I think that's the move. It's like being with your community, you know, and talking with the same people over and over and helping them out and them helping you out. Like, I think that's what it's all about. I don't know though, I'm just rambling. Anyways, session after that, late night, still day 7. Played against this guy named Cezo, and the games were really fun. And I talked with him afterwards. I added him on stream because I don't know, just playing him was super fun. And he left Loxodon's palace open for me. And of course I used that as an opportunity to camp and jump up and waveland on the top platforms. And apparently he was on call with his friends and he was like, "Yeah, I understand why you chose this stage now." I'm like, yeah, I do like that stage. Anyways, apparently I'm more rambly when I'm low on sleep, which I guess I can kind of see. But yeah, apparently this guy was silver. No, this guy was really good. I won the first game, he won the second. Again, my counter pick was Loxodon's Palace, and that game ended really well. Also, I hit 1,000 as an ELO rating, and it took me into the top 50th percentile. It took me 230 hours. Anyways, here's the end of the game. Sorry for camping, but I needed the win. On the night of day 8, I played against a low silver, and it was not close, but it was a good opportunity for me to practice spreading my ice. You know me and spreading my ice, I just love spreading it everywhere, and the best way to do that is with up B cancels. So I practiced that during that match, and it is so much faster than using side or F tilt. In the afternoon of day 9, I just got owned by this Clarin. I got outspaced by her, so in my notes, I put that I need to get up close to her and just never let her breathe, because I think that is the key to beating Clarin. Because all of her moves come out very slow, except for down tilt for some godforsaken reason. Getting any intro hits at low percent with Clarin against Clarin is just miserable. Anyways, in the evening I played against Vinlam again, and I lost 18 times in a row. And I started implementing Dacus into my game, which is a very good tool that I never use because I only associate it with Zetaburn. But yeah, super fun. Do enjoy using Dacus. I do enjoy getting kills at 150 instead of a dash attack, jump, dash attack, cancel, jump, nair, fast fall. But yeah. After that, I hopped into ranked, played against Platinum Crag, and you don't want to go Crag against me, not after playing Venom and Myrtus. I ended that session with an elo of 1,015. On the night of day 9, it's really, fun fact, if you didn't know, when your ping spikes to 120, it's not easy to win. God, I hate this internet here. Brazilian internet. Brazil, why is Brazil the way it is? Oh, Brazil. Special. Brazil's special. That's all I'll say. Cool place. I miss my home. Anyways. Yeah, my opponent was a dick and just killed me when my internet was bad instead of waiting for my internet to fix itself. So I was just really pissed off. So in my notes I said, I hope you slip on ice and bruise your coccyx. But I don't think that he can do that because he's in Brazil and they don't really have ice here. So, whatever. On the morning of day 10, I played against Venom, and I managed to beat him, but he had a jank controller. His controller was breaking, quebrado. But anyways, I still got the victory, so it still counts. I still beat one of the best players in Brazil in a game. In 4 games, 3 or 4 games, actually, so take that, fool. But yeah, did that, hopped into ranked, lost against 1200 locks, and I'm back down to under 1000 elo. Day 10 afternoon, another day, another great game with Nendez. Man, I love playing against this kid. On the evening of day 10. Nothing special here, just got some clips, and I figured out why I couldn't up B cancel to spread my ice. Like, I was trying it a whole bunch of times, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. And now I figured out that I wasn't holding it for long enough, because if you do it and you don't hold it for long enough, then you can't cancel out of it right away. So I was wondering, like, why can't I cancel out of it? It's because I gotta let it charge more. But yeah, anyways, I hit 1020, new best. Let's go. Yeah, on the night of day 10, I played against this low silver. He's actually pretty good. He made some adaptations, but my brain was off for this game. The lights were not, nobody was home. Nobody was home here. So I was just kind of playing just to play. And I won because, like, he's silver and I'm God gamer against people worse than me. On the latest of nights on day 10, I played against a great Galvin on ranked. I did manage to beat him, but I think he played very well, so shoutouts to this Galvin. And then I spent an hour playing against this guy named Tomboy, and he was pretty good. He played like the whole roster. He just liked to play any character for 3 games and then switch. So we played a bunch of times, and he won twice, which is pretty good considering I'm almost in platinum. Not almost, but I'm like 60 points away after the end of day 10. So, still very impressive from him. But I almost got this clip that you're seeing here, and I wish I would have gotten it, but I missed it. But if I would have gotten it, it would have been so good. Alright, day 11. The evening of day 11. All I put was from the top ropes of the last game in my notes. So, I also put that I have my highest elo ever, and I'm 3/4 of the way there. My elo was 1,054, 50 elo points away. We're getting close. The night of day 11. I said, this isn't fair, why am I going up against silver players? True. I feel bad for people who are low ranked in Brazil, because oftentimes they pair you with people who are really good. Like, for example, I'm now playing my new character, Forsburn, trying to get Forsburn to platinum, and they paired me with like a dude who had 1200 elo points and I had 900. Like, how am I supposed to win? But like, who else are you supposed to pair somebody up with in Brazil? There's nobody here. But yeah, that's just the way it is. The end of day 11, I encountered Mommy Ariel again, and I realized that they just camped the whole time. So I started camping them out, and I did a really good job of it. I picked the biggest stage because I like big stage, but then I realized that they like big stages too. And then I realized, oh, they're camping me out. I'm just going to camp them out. So I just like double jumped and then up specialed all the way up, and then just down beat down to ledge, and just kept on doing that over and over because I was really sick and tired of chasing them all the time. And I almost timed that out. It was under a minute, but the percents were too high. I started trying to time them out when we had already taken a stock. Like, I was on 2 stocks and they were on 2 stocks. So it's like, damn, I should have tried to time them out earlier. If I ever meet them again on a ranked, I'm just timing them out because I'm not with their play style. But to be fair, now that I play Forsburn, I play super campy, so I kind of understand it. But also, if I'm Etalus and you just constantly running away as fleets can be aggressive. Fun fact, my fleet is actually very aggressive for some reason. But, you know, my Forsburn isn't, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, stop being a little pussy and come up close and brawl with me, bro. On the evening of day 12, I reached an elo of 1069. Nice. And I played against a low gold, and it went swimmingly. It didn't go bad at all. I won, no problem. But my VPN really made it terrible to play. I still don't know what works and what doesn't with my internet and a VPN. I can't figure it out. But anyways. Day 12 night. 2 points. 1, dash attack into Dacus is a true combo. And 2, I love the respect here. I ended day 12 with an elo of 1074. I played against a Craig, and I don't like how close it was. I think they were a gold Craig, like 1,000 rated Craig, and it went to last stock. Like, how am I losing? How am I barely winning against Craig after going like 3-54 against the best Craigs in Brazil? Like, yeah, I think it's just ridiculous. On the morning of day 13, I got kind of owned. But I ended with an elo higher than when I started. I'm at 1082. And that same day in the afternoon, I got up to platinum for an elo of 1109. Took me 13 hours in game to do it. Well, it took me 13 hours to go from 1000 to 1109. I'm gonna keep track of the hours. That's actually a great idea. I'm gonna keep track of the hours from beginning to end. So it took me 13 hours to get from 1000 to platinum. And yeah, I don't want to say it just doesn't feel like anything, I guess, because I'll show you why. If you look at the graphs, it's basically just straight up. If we look at session versus elo, it is very rocky for the first 2/3, but once I hit 998, it just almost always went up. So it's very weird how I was very inconsistent at first, but I guess through playing Mirtus and Venum, people who are both really, really talented, it forced me to be a lot more consistent. And the day versus elo is very, very samey. The trends are a lot less pronounced, and it just kind of goes up for most of the time. So yeah, I don't want to say it's not super special, but it's not super special. I think as I get closer and closer, like Diamond and then Master, I think the graphs will look more and more interesting because I'll have more data to work with. But yeah, this data is pretty interesting. The Forsburn data is going to be very interesting, I think. But yeah, that's it for my video. Holy crap-a-loni, I rambled for 26 minutes. This is gonna be a long video for you guys. You guys are welcome. Treating you right. Anyways. Yeah, I could do the YouTube outro. Like and subscribe if you like the content. Although, I do want to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can turn off ads for you guys, because I don't want people posting their shit on my shit that I don't want to be monetized. So if you want to support me in this endeavor, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. That to me is showing your support. It's free. So, yeah. I just want to turn off ads. Okay, along the same terms of the like and subscribe stuff, I'm putting on a little add-in here. This is like 2 days after I recorded that. Please, go check out Vivi. He's the one who did the art for the thumbnail. Check him out. His art is superb, spectacular. So please, if you want to see more great art and see what he's up to, definitely recommend checking that account out. All right, thanks. Back to the day one recording. Okay, bye-bye. Do I want you guys to comment on which one will be next? No, I don't. I'm gonna come up with my own next person to platinum. Sorry if I'm not making any sense. I literally haven't slept all night. I watched the sun set and rise. So, yeah. Okay, have a great and wonderful and blessed day, and try to find the good things in life. And just remember, for everybody who's out there, there's always a person having a worse day than you. So, yeah, wise words from me. Yeah, just don't take life too seriously. Good lord, I ramble too much. Man, I don't have it figured out. I'm 22. Am I 22 or 23? I'm 22. I don't have the slightest idea of what I'm doing, dude. But yeah, just love the people that are close to you. Peace.